Very good morning to one and all. Today I am going to explain lecture number 17, part 2. In this lecture, we take various numericals based on cyclic codes. In previous lecture, we introduced the concept of cyclic code. In this lecture, we define what is in the cyclic code and the properties of cyclic code and how to define a cyclic code. If any code which satisfied the two properties, that is first one is a linearity property and second one is a cyclic shift, then we code we said with that is the code will be a cyclic code. Then also we introduce the generator polynomial and how to find out the systematic cyclic code and non-systematic cyclic code, generation of cyclic systematic code and non-systematic cyclic code. We are also introduced the concept of code word polynomial and its important conclusions. Also we introduce the generator polynomial for the cyclic code and how to produce a code word polynomial by using message polynomial and the generator polynomial. So all these things will be covered in last lecture. Today more understanding with help of examples. So let us go to the first example. So in this first example, the generator polynomial of order of dimension 7, 4, a cyclic Hamming code is given by the generator polynomial is equal to g of d is equal to 1 plus d into d raised to q. Compute the all systematic and non-systematic code vectors. So here is given to obtain, first we obtain the step 1 to obtain the non-systematic code vectors. To obtain the non-systematic code vectors. In previous lecture already discussed to obtain the non-systematic code vectors, how to be steps. So this is a 7, 4 cyclic Hamming code. Okay, and therefore the message vector length are going to be 4-bit, means message length is equal to 4-bit long. So there will be how many possible number of message vectors? There will be a total number of message vectors possible is 2 raised to k. Here k is equal to 4. So 2 raised to 4, that is 16 message words will be possible. 16 message words will be possible. So let us consider any message code as capital M is equal to M0, M1, M2, M3 is equal to 1 in binary format 1, 0, 1. Therefore, we can write down in terms of message polynomial. Therefore, the message polynomial we can write down in terms of message polynomial given by by using expansion in terms of raised to power m0 d0 m1 d1 m2 d raised to power 2 m3 d3. We put the binary values of m0 m1, so we get message polynomial is equal to 1 plus d square. Put the values of this m0 1, m1 is equal to 0, m2 is equal to 1 and m3 is equal to 0. So we get the message polynomial, that is 1. Then the generator polynomial is already given. The generator polynomial is given already, given by g of d is equal to, which is already given in equation or numerical, 1 plus d into d cube. Then non-systematic cyclic code. The non-systematic cyclic code is given by, so we can find out the non-systematic cyclic code. So xd is a code vector polynomial, non-systematic cyclic code. xd equal to md into g of d. So md from this equation number 1 and this g of d from equation number 2. So we can multiply message polynomial with the generator polynomial. We get the non-systematic cyclic code. So we can put the values of message polynomial. So message polynomial is equal to 1 plus d square. Then generator polynomial 1 plus d into d cube. So from this, each term will be multiplied to this bracket. So we get is equal to 1, as it is this bracket, 1 plus d into d cube. Now we multiply d square by this bracket, so we get is equal to d raised to power 2 d cube d raised to power 5. Now take a common elements from this. So 1 plus d is equal to t square, then d cube is common, so 1 plus 1, then d raised to power 5. So here the addition is performed by the arithmetic 2 modulo operation. So we know that in arithmetic 2 modulo operation or XOR operation, 1 plus 1 is equal to 0. So we get x of d is equal to 1 plus d square into 0d plus d raised to power 0 d raised to 4 d raised to cube, then d raised to power 5 plus d raised to power 6. Here the code word length is code word polynomial length of 7. So we can write down the code word. So given code word polynomial which is in non-systematic format is given by, so x of d is equal to, or simply in binary format, x is equal to 1 1 1 0 0 1 0. So this is the required polynomial, non-systematic polynomial, and we can also write in terms of the binary format. Then to obtain the this is first obtain to non-systematic. Here to obtain the systematic code vector or systematic cyclic polynomial. So step 1, multiply message polynomial which is obtained in equation 1 by d raised to n minus k. So d raised to n minus k message polynomial is equal to d cube 1 plus d square. So we get d cube d raised to power 5. Then step 2, divide d raised to n minus k m of d which is obtained in step 1 by generator polynomial. By generator polynomial. These steps already seen in lecture number 17 part 1. So d raised to n minus k md divided by generator polynomial g of t which is d cube d raised to power 5 and 1 plus d into d cube. Okay, now we carry out this division by synthetic division. So as follows, see here, so d cube 0d square plus d into 1. Then we write down this in terms of power descending order, d raised to power 5 0 d raised to power 4 d cube plus 0 d square plus 0 into d raised to power 1 into 0. Now here we perform the synthetic division. Here the power is 5 of d raised to power, so we can take in numerator d square and we can multiply each term by this d square. So we can obtain d raised to power 5, then d raised to power 4, then d raised to power 3 and d square. Here is addition is performed by the arithmetic modulo 2 operation to be remembered. After solving, so this term is 0, this term is 0, this term is 0, we get d square 0d into 0. So this is the remainder, that is nothing but remainder polynomial. So b of d, that is remainder polynomial. Now quotient is equal to quotient polynomial that is q of d is equal to 0 d raised to power d square, that is in quotient polynomial. Then remainder polynomial, that is b of d, is equal to 0 d plus d square. This is the remainder polynomial, and this remainder polynomial is nothing but the represents the parity bits. Okay, so this is to be represent the parity bits. Now then obtain step 3. To obtain non-systematic code-word polynomial, that is x of d. So x of d is nothing but the d raised to n minus k message polynomial square bracket complete plus remainder polynomial, that is b of t, which gets the parity bits. So we can write down in parity bits. So we can 0 d plus 0 d square d raised to power 3, 0 raised to d raised to power 4, d raised to power 5 plus 0 into d raised to power 6 XOR. Then we write down the remainder polynomial. So 0 d into d raised to power 2, and we can perform the addition by arithmetic 2 modulo operation. We get the code word polynomial. So 0 d raised to power 2, raised to power 3, then 0 raised to power 4, raised to power 5 plus 0 into raised to power 6. So we can write down this code word polynomial in non-systematic in systematic format, means in binary format. So we can get the code word vector in binary format. So 0 0 1 1 0 1 0. So this is your parity bits, and this is your message bits, which is a non-systematic format. So we can solve here to obtain the systematic and non-systematic cyclic code vectors. Now we take one more example to find out the generator matrix for 7/4 cyclic code if the generator polynomial is given 1 plus d into d raised to power 3 d cube. Now to find out the solution for this, to find out the generator matrix, that is capital G. So here first we given the dimension of the cyclic code, n is equal to 7 and length of the message, that is k is equal to 4. Hence 7 minus 4 is equal to 3. And given the generator polynomial 1 plus d raised to power 3. So multiply first, multiply both sides of generator polynomial by d raised to power I, where I is from k raised to minus 1 up to 1 0, and so di into gd is equal to di d raised to power 1 into di. Then we can write down again. So we can multiply both sides generator polynomial d raised to power I. So d raised to power I into gd d raised to power I plus di I plus 1 d raised to q plus I. So this is the equation number 1. But k is equal to 4, so we can put value of I is equal to from 3, 2, 1 and 0. By substituting the values of I to equation 1, in equation 1, so we get these polynomials corresponds, we get different polynomials which corresponds to 4 rows, which correspond to 4 rows of the generator matrix. Okay, when we put up the values of this I in this equation, we get the different polynomials, and these different polynomials correspond to the 4 rows of the generator matrix. So row number 1 is equal to we put I is equal to 3, so we get d raised to power 3 g of t, so d raised to power q, d raised to power 4, d raised to power 6. Okay, then row number 2, put I is equal to 2, we get d raised to power 2 g of t, then d square d cube d raised to power 5. Row number 3, when put I is equal to 1, we get d into g of t d1 d square d raised to power 4. Row number 4, when put I is equal to 0, that time we get g of d is equal to 1 plus d into d cube. if you write down in the generator matrix of nk, the size of the generator matrix is k by n, therefore the 7 4 cyclic code, therefore generator will be 4 by 7 matrix. The polynomial correspond to the 4 rows, therefore we can write down in expansion formulas. Okay, so row number 1 we can write down in terms of the expansion. So I is equal to 3, so we get d raised to power 6, 0, d raised to power 5, d raised to power 4, d raised to power 3, 0, d square, 0, d into 0. We get, by using this expansion, we get the generator matrix, rows of the generator matrix. Then row second, I is equal to 2, row number 2, when we put I is equal to 2, we get 0, d raised to power 6, d raised to power 5, 0, d raised to power 4, d cube, then d raised to 1 into d raised to power 2, 0, d into 0. Similarly, for row 3, row number 3, we put I is equal to 1, so we get the third row of generator matrix, 0, d square raised to power 6, 0, d raised to power 5, d raised to power 4, 1 into d raised to power 4, 0 into d raised to power 3, 1 into d raised to power 2, 1 into d into 0. Similarly, if we put row number 4 to get the generator matrix row number 4, we put the value of I is equal to 0, then we get 0 d raised to power 6, 0 d raised to power 5, 0 d raised to power 4, 1 into d raised to power 3, 0 into d raised to power 2, d 1 into d plus 1. So we can convert this row polynomial of each into generator matrix, that is G is equal to by using the coefficients of this d. So we can write down d6, d5, d4, d3, d2, d1 and d0. Okay, so first row we write down 1, coefficient of this first row 1, here 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, so 0, 0, 0, first row of the generator matrix. Similarly, we can write down the row of second matrix or generator matrix from this polynomial coefficient. So 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. Similarly, for third row, we write down the coefficient of third row polynomial. We get 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. Similarly, we can write down for fourth row from this polynomial, we can write down the coefficient of this polynomial. So we can get 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. So this is the required generator polynomial of order 4 by 7 generator matrix in terms of generator matrix from these rows. So we can stop here. I hope you better understand these numericals. If any doubt, please reply on WhatsApp or personally message. Thank you.